Okay. Okay, so this is Unified 22's version of my story. Basically, I sent him to him. As the last video, I sent it to him, but he made some changes, and I kind of explained the And if you go back to the last video, I did explain a little bit of the actual version. Yeah, but most of it, I must say true. Anyway, you go.
Growing up in Maryland, I've had my fair share of weird and creepy encounters. This particular incident has left me truly horrified. Even now, when I think about it, I can't help but to feel uneasy. It was back in September of last year. These events took place, ironically, on Friday the 13th. My boyfriend Zach was visiting when this happened. At first, everything was going great, and all seemed normal. But when Friday came around, that's when things went south. Zach and I decided to go to the local mall to see the new Beetlejuice movie. And I was wearing a black and white dress with flat black slippers. We took a lift to get there, and nothing seemed weird at first. But when we walked inside the mall, that's when I saw this man. He looked like he was in his 50s or 60s, overweight, and had gray hair. He also wore a thick pair of glasses with a blue shirt on and shorts. He was staring at us, and not trying to hide it either. Then we went to go grab some food at a Chinese restaurant in the mall. Once we sat down, I noticed that the man had followed us there. At first, I was willing to dismiss him as just some gawking creep. But then, I started to get uncomfortable. We still had some time to kill, so we stopped by the bookstore. After browsing around, we walked out, and I saw the man again, shadowing us. I would have mentioned something to Zach, but I suddenly had to use the restroom bad. It was at that point I was regretting the Chinese. Zach waited outside the restrooms, so I didn't worry about the man following me in there. But there was something about this guy that really unnerved me. I didn't know if he was waiting for Zach to leave me by myself before he made some kind of move. When I walked out, my stalker was nowhere in sight, and I was relieved. Zach and I went to go see the movie, and I tried to put this in the back of my mind. By the time the end credits were rolling, I had almost forgotten about the creep in the glasses. That was until, when we got up to leave, I saw him sitting a few rows behind us. He was staring directly at me again. I was so freaked out that I ran out of the theater and into the lobby to call my mom. I told her what was going on, and she said to go get security. But the only problem was that the mall was now dead, and I didn't see any guards in sight. I lost sight of the man in the exiting crowd. We eventually took a lift back to my house. On the way home, I noticed a blue car following us, and I had a feeling I knew who was behind the wheel. It finally turned down another street about 10 minutes or so from where I live. Ever since that night, from time to time, I swear I see that same blue car parked in the street outside my house. Perhaps I'm just being paranoid, but whenever I go out with friends or to run some errands in town, I feel that someone is watching me. I'm sharing this story as a warning to please pay attention to your surroundings. Even if you're on a date or with people you trust, you never know who's watching.